All right, everybody. It is day 4 of bananas, and everything's going great. I just wanted to get something out on video this weekend. Unfortunately, I do have my DEXA results, which are actually a little bit interesting, but I don't have my blood work results yet. So I wanted to wait to give a full report on everything just at once. So hopefully I'll have that out soon, but not yet. But yeah, definitely want to get a video out and let everyone know how it's going. Bananas are going great. I've had no problem eating the volume of bananas that I need to. I've actually found that with the organic bananas, about a third of the weight is in a peel. So in about a 3 pound bunch, it's about 2 pounds of actual fruit that you're eating. And typically speaking, I'll eat really between like a pound and a half to 2 pounds in a single sitting. And I am targeting, 2,000 to 2,200 calories a day, on average now, but I am going to be doing intermittent fasting, which means that on Sundays today, or just, randomly one day a week, I'm not going to be eating, just drinking water. And one of my goals for this month, I have two real goals for this month and a lot of things that I'm paying attention to. But my first goal that I really want to work on, I really want to try to focus on is getting my fasting glucose down. It's been in the high 90s and low 100s for the last decade. Potatoes, after I did potatoes, it was the first time that I've ever seen it in the 80s. It was actually went from 98 to 85. That's actually led me to do some additional research on the glycemic index and some of the reasons why that might have occurred. And again, in my research, I found that eating high GI foods infrequently appears to actually, be better for your fasting glucose than eating frequent meals and eating low GI foods. So it's a little bit contrary to what a lot of dietitians, a lot of people recommend right now. So with that research, I'm going to try to see if, hey, is this correct? Can I really reduce my fasting glucose significantly by eating larger, infrequent meals of high GI foods, throughout the week? And I'm also going to be doing intermittent fasting. That's going to allow my blood sugar to drop even more. There's a couple other diets that do some similar things, and actually intermittent fasting is actually getting a lot of attention now. But I do believe that fasting is a way to reduce glucose. And again, our bodies are meant for feast or famine, but we never do the whole famine thing anymore. So, and again, I don't think my body can really be functioning 100% healthy if I don't address all the areas, that I need to be healthy in. And I think that glucose is really the last one that I really need to address. I think my body's very healthy. I think my body handled the cholesterol very well. That was taken in from the eggs, and I think it's been handling things very well. But glucose is one that I know. It's like, I almost pass out when I get blood drawn when I'm not eating carbohydrates. And I really want to address that. That makes me feel weak when it happens. And again, with kind of my holistic view of the body and saying, hey, I'm going into the precondition, into these experiments that, hey, my body's healthy and functioning as it should, but it doesn't appear that my body's handling glucose or insulin as it really should. So I want to address that. And so that's a really big focus of this month. Of course, my other big focus is making sure to, again, get a similar macronutrient and caloric intake as I did with potatoes this month, to basically show that, hey, I need to show whether or not my lean mass loss was really sodium or not. Even though I'm avoiding hypotheses right now, going into this experiment, trying to keep a much more open mind, just trying to learn. One of my original hypotheses was that my body composition, it really isn't going to change that dramatically no matter how much or how little I eat. And the DEXA scans at least showed that, hey, well, that was true for eggs. I really didn't gain any lean mass or fat or lose any of either. So the first month of potatoes, I really tested two things. One, was how my body dealt with a carbohydrate source, a starchy carbohydrate source with that particular caloric amount, which ended up being about, I think about 2,150 calories a day, or well, I should say 2,150 calories a day, a little bit better way to say it. How it dealt with that, but it was also testing how my body reacted to not having any more chemicals, and I believe that most of my lean mass loss was due to water weight, from not eating any salt, than catabolism. So there's a lot of blood work numbers that show that. My bun was very low, and bun should be high during catabolism. Albumin was very high, and it should be low during catabolism. My protein levels in my blood were still high. My strength was still up. And the weight loss was distributed very evenly. As fluids are distributed very evenly in our body, like if you look at my fat loss, for example, which fat contains a lot less water, it was very jagged. So that's what you'd expect if you'd actually, burn fat or catabolize things. So, and again, I've got that in my month one addendum, if you want to do that research and look into the details there. And a little bit in the initial month one analysis too. But anyway, so I really need to support that claim. So again, eating a similar macronutrient, eating similar macronutrient ratios with similar calories, I think will definitely show that, hey, if I don't lose any lean mass in this diet, that helps me solidify that no, it's not this caloric or protein intake or whatever that is causing lean mass loss. That was really just due to salt. So that's the other major thing that I want to show. And again, that's those are my two main goals for the month, and that's my quick recap. Again, bananas going great, love them. Again, they're fruit, that you can eat raw. Again, so I'm eating all raw food this month, which I'm actually liking. And body's handling it very well. So no complaints. It's going great. Hopefully some of my strength numbers in the gym kick up. I'm going to tweak my gym routines just a little bit, and I'll probably discuss that in more details when I go over, my analysis. But that's my update for now. So hope everyone's doing great, and until next time.